Good morning student, welcome back. Today we will do the long question answer of chapter number 1. So first question is, how would you demonstrate the process of osmosis using a potato? Explain with the suitable diagram. So student, already in the activity I have shown in one video about the osmosis happen in the potato. So you have to write down that activity. So open page number 2. You have to write this activity in your notebook and you have to draw the diagram also. Second question is, what will happen if you place a cell in hypotonic solution, a hypertonic solution and an isotonic solution? So first, hypotonic solutions. Observation, cell gain water by osmosis, and the reason, because solution has a higher concentration of water molecule than the cytoplasm of the cell. Second, hypertonic solutions. Observation, cell release water into its surrounding and shrinks. Reason, because cytoplasm has a higher concentration of water molecule than the solution. And last one is the isotonic solution. Observation, no change in the size of cells. And reason, because solution has the same concentration of water molecule as the cytoplasm. Third question, draw a diagram and describe the types of cell found in the xylem tissues. So for diagram you have to draw figure number 1.8. So for xylem you have to draw this, and for phloem you have to draw 1.9 diagram. And the cell present in xylem are tracheids, vessels, xylem parenchyma and the xylem fibers. So you have to write the points also because you have to describe. So tracheids shape, they are elongated, tubular with tapering ends. They present on the thick lignified walls are there. They are dead cells with empty cavities, and these cells have pits in end walls and the side walls. Then vessels, they are dead elongated cells, presence of lignified walls. Vessels are made up of cells called vessel elements arranged end to end to make long tubes. So they generally transport water and minerals, conduct water sideways. Third is xylem parenchyma, made of living cells and conduct water sideways. And fourth one is made up of the dead sclerenchyma. So xylem fibers are made up of the dead part of the cell, that is sclerenchyma, and it provides mechanical strength to the tissue. Fourth question, describe the element of phloem with the suitable diagram. So I have already told, for phloem you have to draw figure 1.9, and the elements are sieve tubes, companion cells, phloem parenchyma and the phloem fibers. So sieve tubes, these are cylinder elongated tube-like cells placed end to end, living cells without nuclei. Wall of sieve tubes have pores look like sieve to call the sieve plates. Tubes have lining of cytoplasm. Through their pores create a channel between adjacent cells. Through these channels, food transport between cells and all part of the plant, because phloem help in the conduction of food. Companion cells, they found beside sieve tubes and connected to sieve tube through the pores. They have thin wall, dense cytoplasm and elongated nuclei, and they assist sieve tubes in conduction of food, means they help or assist the sieve tubes. Present in closed seeded plants, such as the plants which have seeds enclosed in their fruits. Then third one is the phloem parenchyma, made up of living parenchyma cell, store food and help in food conduction. Absent in monocot plants, means which have the single cotyledon. Fourth one is the phloem fiber. It is made up of dead sclerenchyma cell. It gives mechanical support to phloem tissue. Phloem fiber is also called bast fiber, such as flax and jute. So you can write like this or pointwise, horizontally or vertically, both the way you can write. Now next question, explain how transpiration occur. What are the factors that affect transpiration? So for that you have to open page number 8. First we will write, transpiration occur through the stomatal pore. Open stomatal pore allow exchange of gases with the atmosphere. The open stomata also allow water vapor to escape from intercellular spaces. So transpiration is a price that plant has to pay to carry out photosynthesis. And factors affect transpiration are, you have to write like this, Number 1, light is the most important factor that affect transpiration. Second, the availability of soil water affects transpiration. Third point, the rate of transpiration is influenced by the moisture content or humidity of the atmosphere. Fourth, the temperature of the atmosphere affects transpiration. Fifth, the rate of transpiration is higher on windy days, means wind also plays a vital role in the transpiration. 6, low atmospheric pressure increase the rate of the transpiration. So you have to write the 6 points. Next question, describe an experiment to demonstrate the transpiration. So for that also you have to open page number 8, figure 1.12. So students, I have already shown in the video also, but I don't have the bell jar, but you have to write this activity along with the diagram. Or you can write the second activity, either this or that. Next question is, how does the root pressure develop in xylem vessels of root? So you have to open page number 9. The active transport of minerals into the root hair increase the concentration of minerals in these cells. This promotes the absorption of water from the soil by osmosis. The absorbed water moves farther and farther into the root tissue by cell-to-cell osmosis until it reaches the xylem vessel. The entry of more and more water into the xylem vessel creates an upward pressure that pushes the solution of water and mineral up through the stem. So you have to write this much. And the last question, describe an experiment to demonstrate root pressure. So you have to again open page number 9, figure 1.14. So students, you have to write this activity and along with the diagram also. So we have finished this chapter. You have to note down these questions and you have to go through all the activities given in this chapter.